Hello, everyone. What's up? My name is Marie, and I'm excited to be here with you guys again today. Today, we're going to talk all about branding in this webinar. And I am a branding specialist, so I know a lot about these things, and I'm very thrilled to share with you everything I know for branding for e-com stores. In this webinar, we will cover the fundamentals of branding, why it's important for e-com businesses, and some practical tips on how to brand your own e-commerce store. When it comes to e-commerce, having a strong brand can make all the difference. And it's what sets you apart from your customers, from your competitors, and establishes trust with your audience. That's why it's essential to get your branding right from the start. So whether you're just starting or looking to improve your existing brand, this webinar is going to be for you. So listen up. But before anything else, let's begin by understanding what branding is and why it's important. Branding is more than just a logo or a color scheme. And I keep on telling that to my clients as well. It's the overall perception that people have about your business. Your brand represents your values, your mission, your personality, and having a strong brand can help you attract the right customers and build a loyal following. Having a strong brand can also help you attract the right customers here. So to create a strong brand, you need to consider all the elements that make it up. This includes, of course, your logo, your colors, typography, but especially your messaging and what you're actually trying to portray to the people. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in shaping your brand's identity and how it's perceived by your audience. So it's also important to understand the difference between branding and marketing. While marketing focuses on promoting your products or services, branding focuses on building a relationship with your customers and audience. Branding sets the foundation for your marketing efforts, and it's what helps you stand out in a crowded market. So marketing can take you so far, but your branding is like the foundation, you know? So even if you have a really good marketing, if your branding is not good, you're not gonna get a good, let's say, the best results. Anyway, now that we know what branding is and why it's important, let's dive into how you can develop your own brand strategy. First, you need to determine who your target audience is. Knowing who your ideal customer is will help you tailor your branding efforts to meet their needs and preferences. Next, you need to create a brand voice and messaging. This is how you communicate with your audience and what sets the tone for your brand and for your brand. Your messaging should be consistent across all your marketing channels, and it should align with your brand's personality and values. So establishing your brand identity is also very, very crucial. So your logo, your colors, your typography, and other design elements will represent your brand. So your brand identity should be unique, memorable, and reflective of your brand's personality. For example, Debutify, we have our butterfly logo as our brand patterns. We have our own set of fonts. We have our colors, which is mainly purple. And every time someone from Shopify would see it, okay, we know it's Debutify. Finally, you need to choose your branding elements. This includes everything from your website design to your packaging and shipping materials. Consistency is key when it comes to branding, so make sure that all your branding elements align with your brand strategy. So may it be your logo on a package or your logo on your website, it has to be everything aligned and, it doesn't change and everything's consistent. So now that you have a solid brand strategy in place, it's time to actually implement it. Start by incorporating your branding in your website design. So your logo, colors, fonts, typography, other design elements, just to establish your brand's identity. Then consider how you can use branding in your product packaging. Maybe stamp your logo on it on the box, or your shipping materials. This one will be a great way to create a memorable unboxing experience for your customers and reinforce your brand's identity. Then establish a social media presence that reflects your branding. Your social media presence should align with your brand voice, and your posts should be consistent with your brand's personality. For example, if your personality is to be more casual, more fun, more friendly, then your social media presence should be more like light and fun and relatable. If your branding is more corporate, more B2B, more strict, then you should have a more professional social media presence as well. And of course, consider influencer marketing to promote your brand. Partnering with influencers who align with your brand's values can also help you reach a wider audience and establish credibility with your target customers. So we've talked about developing your brand strategy. We've talked about implementing it. But what about maintaining your brand? Here are some tips to keeping your brand consistent and relevant. Number one, consistency is key. I've been telling you this whole webinar. Once you've established your branding, stick to it. Make sure all your messaging and design elements stay consistent across all platforms, including your website, social media, and product packaging. Next, make sure you stay up to date on industry trends. The e-commerce industry is constantly evolving, and it's important to stay on top of the latest trends and innovations. This doesn't mean you have to follow every trend, but keeping your eye on the pulse of the industry helps you stay relevant and ensures that your branding remains competitive. And number three, continually reevaluate and adjust your branding as necessary. Doesn't mean you have to do like rebranding every quarter, but as your business grows and changes, your branding may need to evolve with it. So it's important to continually evaluate your branding and make sure that it still continues to resonate with your target audience and reflects your business values. So in conclusion, branding 101, we've covered a lot of ground, from understanding what branding is to developing your brand strategy and implementing and maintaining your brand. And if you need to know more, remember, we have a lot of webinars for e-commerce and branding. And of course, it's not just on those top topics. We also have it on marketing and also on website design. So be sure to check those out. And if you're ready to take the next step in building your e-commerce store, don't forget, guys, we have a 14-day free trial of Debutify. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this webinar very, very helpful. And please don't hesitate to reach out to me or the Debutify team if you have any other further questions. I'll see you guys in our next webinar. Have a great day. Bye.